everybody! Today I really want to talk to you guys about the Sibo and skin connection. So many of the patients that I see have skin problems and skin manifestations from a lot of their gut issues. What I kind of want to go into is sort of the why. Why are all these skin symptoms like acne, psoriasis, dermatitis coming from Sibo? And there's really 6 different key reasons why there's such a strong link between Sibo and skin issues. So I want to kind of jump right in. The first really big reason why there's such a connection between Sibo and skin is that Sibo causes a lot of intestinal permeability in the gut, a lot of leaky gut. When you have Sibo in your small intestine, it's going to produce a lot of toxic metabolites. This is going to break down the gut lining, cause bacteria, food and stuff to seep into the bloodstream, which causes an inflammatory response. That inflammatory response doesn't just affect the gut locally, but it causes systemic inflammation. That systemic inflammation drives skin issues. So you have to think about it. The gut is kind of the hub of the immune system, and if that immune system gets thrown out of balance, the skin immune system is going to get thrown out of balance as well. And even when the gut becomes leaky, there's some evidence that intestinal bacteria can actually translocate it to the skin and cause disruptions in the skin microbiome. So it's actually super fascinating. So that is one key reason. So the second really big link between Sibo and skin issues happens a little bit further downstream in the large intestine. So a lot of people with Sibo have issues in their large intestine. And the bacteria in your large intestine, the composition of bacteria really plays a role in the composition of bacteria on your skin. So these bacteria in the large intestine produce something called short-chain fatty acids. And these have been shown in the literature to seep through the bloodstream and impact the composition of the microbes on the skin. So these short-chain fatty acids can promote the growth of bacteria or inhibit the growth of bacteria. So if you have kind of the right mix in your large intestine, it's going to produce the right mix of bugs on your skin. But if your large intestine's really imbalanced and has kind of pathogenic bacteria in it, it could also not be producing the right composition of short-chain fatty acids that's going to promote really healthy bacteria on your skin. So that's kind of a really cool fact on how the large intestine really plays a role on the skin. The third link between Sibo and skin issues has to do with the fact that when those bacteria are in there, you're not really able to digest and absorb nutrients as well as you would be able to if you didn't have that overgrowth in there, because those bacteria are causing a lot of malabsorption, they're causing a lot of competition for nutrients, so they're stealing nutrients that are really important for skin health. So if you're not getting, again, these nutrients like zinc, vitamin A, vitamin K, B vitamins, because either you're not able to absorb it properly or the bacteria is stealing it from you, you're really not going to be able to have the healthy skin that you want. The fourth link between Sibo and skin issues has to do with histamine. Histamine is a molecule produced by your immune system to sort of help ward off foreign invaders. And it's actually a good guy, but when it becomes too high or too low, it causes issues. Well, with Sibo, usually people start getting really high histamine levels, and there's a number of reasons for this. The first being that Sibo causes intestinal permeability, which is going to kick off your immune system to produce more histamine. The second reason is that maybe your overgrowth of bacteria produces more histamine. So maybe it's a histamine-producing bacteria that's overgrowing in your small intestine. And then the third reason is that a lot of GI inflammation will cause deficiencies in the enzymes that break down histamine. So if you can't break it down, it's going to build up. And so a lot of kind of the skin manifestations of histamine issues are things like rashes, hives, itchy skin. So if you have any of those issues, it could be a histamine problem. The fifth link between SIBO and skin issues has to deal with hormones. Whenever you have SIBO going on, your hormones can go cray-cray. And I know this from personal experience, but a lot of times your stress hormones kind of shoot through the roof, your thyroid hormones can downregulate when you have a lot of gut issues, your sex hormones can become all out of whack. Sometimes there's things like estrogen dominance. And when you have your hormones kind of going all crazy and getting out of balance, there can be acne, especially acne. For me personally, I had a lot of hormonal acne around menstruation, and it was not fun to deal with, but it seemed to go away when I dealt with my skin issues. So hormone problems definitely can cause a lot of skin manifestations. The sixth link between SIBO and skin issues has to do with low vagus nerve function. A lot of people with SIBO have low vagus nerve function and brain-gut axis issues that they have to deal with. And that doesn't just affect the migrating motor complexes and your motility, but it also affects your ability to get out of a stress response. So if you have low vagus nerve function, a lot of times you're sort of stuck in a fight or flight state. And stress is not something that's going to be good for skin issues. So working on doing some vagus nerve exercises, working on stress management can really help build a stronger vagus nerve, and hopefully that can pull you out of a fight or flight stress sympathetic type state and help with both SIBO and skin issues. So that's a wrap for this video. I hope you learned about the SIBO skin connection. Please leave any comments below. I'd love to hear from you.